What's up, what's up? It's about that time. We're getting ready to head on out of here, but before we do, I figured I'd cover a couple of on-the-go sets, on-the-fly sets, in 1/4 inch specifically. One from WorkPro, one from Tecton. I want to share with you some of my thoughts and experience utilizing the Tecton tool set that I got from Chris. What's it been, about 2 or 3 weeks back now. I've been using it in conjunction with the gear wrench set that I had, and I gotta say I'm pretty impressed so far. So we're gonna take a closer look at that today. And also another good little toolkit for on the fly, made by WorkPro. Also covers a lot of different sizes in 1/4 inch. You might be interested in that. So let's get on back to the house, we'll take a closer look, and then you guys tell me which set looks best for you. What's going on, everyone? Justin again. As always, thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. Cheers to those of you that have your beers. I know, a little bit anticlimactic, not the same as cracking open a beer can, but whatever. Ha! All right, so let's just call this go, no go. I'm gonna show you a few tools that I utilized throughout the last couple weeks to a month. I'm gonna show you what worked, what didn't work, and then you guys be the judge from there. First item up is OTC 7219 oil pressure adapter that takes place of the oil filter on the 4.8, the 5.3, and the 5.7 for Chevy, but only this tool is for specific years. So make sure that you look at the Amazon affiliate link down below, and it'll tell you what years of Chevy for that engine size that it covers, because each oil filter thread is different than the other. I only know this because we tried to use it on a more newer or modern Chevy 5.3, and it wouldn't work because the oil filter adapter had a different thread pitch than the one that we previously used it on. So make sure if you're looking for this tool that you at least read through the specs and which years it covers. So we're gonna go ahead and check this out, and then I'll just tell you how well it worked out. All right, so I thought I'd just do a real quick, fun little video for you guys. We're gonna be checking out the oil pressure adapter for GM. This one is a 4.8, but I think it also fits in the 5.3, the 5.7, and 6-liter engines, made by OTC 7219. Gonna be using my engine and automatic transmission oil pressure check kit from GEARWRENCH, part number 3343D. Let's see if this thing's got any oil pressure. At about 25 PSI. The unique thing here is that neither side is getting any oil coming through the push rods, flooding onto the rocker arms. This is the one where we had a problem with the hydraulic lifter.
On my screen it was telling you to prompt you to do it.
Well, 25 PSI is sufficient, because even though the engine's not hot, it's cold, we have got plenty of pressure, plenty of volume, right? But it's just not coming through. So maybe one of the oil passages is blocked in the block, or a bearing is spun. Either way, it's a bad day for this guy. So cool tool though, man, cool tool. I will definitely be looking forward to buying one of these myself off Amazon, and I'll make sure to share the link with you guys down below. My boss just picked it up, so he has one now, and I'm gonna get one too, because I have the same exact Chevy at my house, and if I ever need to check that pressure, I'll have the adapter. So it's kind of cool to learn about that today. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. Okay, so we got our answer. Basically, there's something internal going on, whether it's with the oil passage or the engine itself. So it was nice to be able to utilize this tool instead of having to remove the intake like all data told us to do, and then put an actual oil pressure tester there where the oil sensor would be, which is on top of the engine towards the back on the driver's side, kind of under the intake. So maybe my GM guys out there got a flat rate trick to get down to it, but for me, coming from the independent, this was just so much simpler and easier. And the GEARWRENCH pressure tester that I used worked phenomenally, and I was able to have enough hose to come up from the bottom all the way to the cab, where you can clearly see that I started it and I had it right there in my lap, and it just worked out well. Okay, now we're going to talk about the RBRT. I know it's on everyone's mind. Is it worth it? etc., etc.
let me go ahead and show you a situation that I ran into earlier today, and then you guys be the judge of that.
Cannot get in. This is not working out. And actually, I think we've made matters worse. Yep, I hate to be the one to tell you, but the RBRT did not help us in today's situation. Now I got to figure out something else. All right, so we were successful 50% of the time. I'll say that because there was two. We had to use an extractor, and I'll put a picture down here for you to get this one off. But you can see how gnarly it is. That's not as gnarly as the test that we did previously in the garage, but here's the other one. And using a hammer and smacking an oversized one on, got the other one out. So 50% of the time, works every time.
All right, so as you can see, first time, every time, works 50% of the time, every time, or at least on this job. Now, I did use it for other things. You clearly saw me using it to break loose that factory screw for the rotor. That was not a big deal. I've used it on other fasteners that required Torx bits that were not pre-chewed up that worked out really well. But unfortunately, during this situation, it was the first time I had ran into a Torx bit that was pre-chewed up, and all I did was make matters worse on one, but it worked on the other one that was slightly less chewed, but I still had to use a different extractor to get that one fastener out. So I will say 50% of the time, works every time for pre-rounded star bits, okay? I'm not talking down about the product. I would have to use it on numerous fasteners that were pre-rounded. I'm just letting you know from experience, and this being the first pre-rounded fastener that I ran into, it's such an awkward spot that it just didn't work. So for this, I'm saying 50% of the time, works every time. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and dive on into the Tecton socket set that we got from Client Graphics. I'm sure you guys have been wondering how this set has been holding up.
All right, so we got the RBRT T30. So I bust out these rotor Torx bits on this Chevy, what is this, Malibu, I think.
Yeah.
I know we're not supposed to use them under the impact, but I'm telling you what, if you don't try it out, you'll never know.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of share some of the likes that I have with this kit. Not too many dislikes yet, okay? I've only been running it for about 3 weeks, maybe close to 4. One of the biggest things that I really appreciate about this kit is the heavy knurling on the extensions themselves. I think out of all the extensions from different manufacturers that I've owned throughout the years, they have the heaviest knurl as far as the extensions are concerned. The 1/4-inch ratchet that it came with, I can't tell you how good it is because I've been using his flex head one more. I just didn't have a need to use the fixed head one, okay? And when he gave me the flex head one, I gotta tell you, I love the flex head one. The detents there are on point. I forgot to bring it back, but the detents are on point. I love the way it doesn't easily flop around. It's been great. It's not a permanent lock in place, so when I need to adjust it, I can with very little effort. I also like the fact they gave you this 1/4-inch extension slash driver, right? Now, I'm not a huge fan of socket drivers in general, but if I was gonna need a socket driver, I'd like it to be something that's extendable, that if I would want to, I can put a ratchet on the other end and use it. I also like the fact that it's not complete rubber, nor is it such a hard plastic. So it's kind of a nice in-between. I do actually like the bit driving portion that it came with too. Now they didn't give you any bits, that's fine, right? No gimmicky items, but they did give you a bit driving socket that I can put little bits on here, and I can use it as a screwdriver or as a Torx or star driver, what have you. I can also put the ratchet on there, and if I want to run it out like so, or give it a little more leverage, I can. I've also put this on the gun, and it does hold up too. I haven't had any premature wearing out of any of this stuff so far. So for that, I'm saying good kit, okay? I'll put the Amazon affiliate link down below for you because I'm not exactly sure how much this kit costs. But an on-the-go kit like this, you're gonna be happy that you had it. And let's face it, more times than not, when you run into a sticky situation on the road, battery issues usually, right? Connectivity issues, you're gonna need either some kind of 1/4-inch socket to remove the terminal ends to be able to put in a new battery, or maybe you have a bulb that went out and you're on the fly and you might need some little bits. WorkPro hooked us up with this small 1/4-inch set. There's another phenomenal set that you can pick up. And again, I'll put the link down below. But they also give you a driver. No, this driver does not have the 1/4-inch drive on the end. Would have been a nice feature to add, but they give you a little bit thicker of a handle. So if you're those guys that like thicker handles, you might like that. First thoughts and opinions about their ratchet. You know what? For the price that you pay, this is what you get. And for me, it kind of reminds me of that old school Craftsman kind of ratchet, right? Don't exactly know how many teeth it is. If I had to guess, it'd probably be somewhere in the 30s, maybe even the 40s, okay? Not the finest tooth ratchet in the entire world, but again, it's to get you out of a pinch. Now, they also give you a bit adapter that has the 1/4-inch drive on the end, so that's cool. You get a universal, you get some Phillips, you get your flatheads, some star bits, some square bits, and some Allens. And they also give you, looks like 6 through 11 millimeter, and then 1/4-inch up to 7/16. For the sockets, they go 5, 5.5, 6, all the way up to 13, no skips, and then 5/32 all the way up to 1/2 inch, no skips for the shallow. For the deep, 6 to 11, no skip, 1/4-inch to 7/16, no skip, and they give you 2 extensions, a 6-inch and a 3-inch. So for on the go, something you can tuck underneath your car seat, great kits, right? Both kits, box size, are approximately the same. That low profile, that small profile that it has tucks easily under the seat. But all right, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for today's video. Look, I hope you enjoyed this random tool discussion. I hope you enjoyed seeing today's content, seeing what issues I ran into, if any, with some of the tools, and what I like and dislike about some of them. So that's all I got for this video. Thanks as always for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. You didn't like the video, hit the thumbs down. These tools that I showcased here today will be listed for you down below in the description. Feel free to check them out. It's going to give you easy access. Maybe there's a coupon or discount code for you. We'll go ahead and throw them down there and make it easier for you to get there so you can at least see what the pricing and further details are. Again, if you're going to buy that OTC adapter, make sure it fits the year, make, model that you're looking for. And I'll try to find some other cool things that might help you out as far as my Chevy guys are concerned. So that's all I got for now. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers and deuces.